Hello everyone, and welcome to my Big Bold 2.0 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The competition among Steffy and Trust on the strong and the delightful. On the strong and the lovely, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Trust Logan, Annika Noel, are stepsisters whose stepsibling competition has raised. In spite of the fact that there have been times that they have cooperated for their children, there have been times when they have not had a ceasefire by any stretch of the imagination. Throughout the long term, Steffy and Trust have needed to remind each other that they are not their moms and don't have any desire to proceed with the past ages fight. Notwithstanding, there have been ordinarily that the step-siblings wound up on rival sides of an issue. Sentiments and treacheries. With regards to the consideration of men, Steffy and Trust have been stricken with, and, surprisingly, wedded to, a portion of similar men. At the point when Trust was dating a sleeping disorder DJ Oliver Jones, Zach Conroy, Steffy put her focus on him and attempted a few times to draw him away. Trust and Steffy have each hitched siblings Wyatt, Darren Creeks, and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and the two of them have youngsters with Liam. There were many back-and-forths and treacheries between the men and Steffy and Trust. Trust, Steffy, and Liam on the striking and the delightful picture source, CBS. Trust, Steffy, and Liam on the intense and the wonderful picture source, CBS. Notwithstanding leaving Liam and guaranteeing that she needed a man who just needed her, Trust has as of late been seeking after Steffy's significant other, Finn, leather treater Novlin. Blue eyes. This wasn't such a great deal of contention as it was intensifying the issue, yet a long time back, Steffy embraced a kid. The issue was that the child was really Trust and Liam's youngster, who they thought had passed on during labor. When reality emerged and the child was gotten back to Trust, Steffy felt a huge misfortune. In addition to the fact that she lost Liam to her stepsister, however, Trust had the child Steffy had adored as her own, also. Trust reclaims her child on the strong and the delightful picture source, CBS. Trust reclaims her child on the striking and the delightful picture source, CBS. Family matters. At the point when Trust and Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, were squabbling over authority of their kid, Douglas, the kid chose to assume control over issues. Douglas let the appointed authority know who he needed to live with. Sadly, Douglas proposed he live with Steffy. Despite the fact that it didn't keep going long, it was Trust's chance to know how it felt to have her kid gave over to her stepsister. Trust, Thomas, and Douglas on the striking and the wonderful picture source, CBS. Trust, Thomas, and Douglas on the strong and the delightful picture source, CBS. At work. At work, Steffy has designated Trust's style line, expectation for the future, a few times. As president, she has taken a stab at suspending the line, and the new low marketing projections aren't assisting Trust with saving it. Relationship obstruction. In the wake of turning down Thomas's proposition to be engaged, Trust was angry after finding that Steffy had urged her sibling to take Douglas and move to Paris. Trust swore retribution on Steffy and guaranteed that Steffy would one day feel the misfortune and torment that Trust felt. Afterward, Trust developed nearer to Steffy's better half and urged him to have a relationship with his natural mother, Sheila, knowing how much that would disturb Steffy. Finn's associations with both Sheila and Trust subverts his union with Steffy, and they have nearly headed out in different directions a couple of times as a result of it. Trust and Finn kiss on the strong and the delightful picture source, CBS. Trust and Finn kiss on the intense and the wonderful picture source, CBS. As of late, expectations affections for Finn have raised, and she appears to be unequipped for recollecting that he is hitched to her step-sibling. Beside consistent fantasizing about Finn, Trust even kissed him. How the entertainers feel about the striking and the delightful contention. Jacqueline McInnes Wood, who plays Steffy, enlightened first for ladies regarding working with Annika Noel, trust, we generally triumph ultimately between our scenes. The dynamic of Steffy and Trust is so fun, yet she truly invests the effort. She's totally magnificent. We've had a few insane scenes, as of late. Trust entices Carter to keep design line control prompts love, the intense and the wonderful, B&B, spoilers uncover that Trust Logan's, Annika Noel, obsession with John Finnegan, leather expert Novlin, will unexpectedly turn into a relic of times gone by when she understands another man is the one she wants. After Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, leaves Trust stressed that she's genuinely going to expect the future, Trust will scramble to stop her. This storyline will likewise prompt expectation hooking onto another person, so all signs highlight Carter Walton, Lauren's holy person Victor. Carter may be Trust's most obvious opportunity at persuading Steffy to expect the future around. It appears to be logical expectation will push ahead with the temptation endeavors and attempt to get Carter on her side. Trust may essentially be controlling Carter to start with, yet things could take a lot further turn between them not too far off. Sooner or later, Trust could open her eyes and see that Carter is the entire bundle. Carter is benevolent, brilliant, effective, fit, attractive and single, so he truly takes a look at every one of the containers. Trust might come to acknowledge Carter is all that she needs in a man, and the best part is that she doesn't need to contend with one more person for him. Not at all like Finn, Carter's heart doesn't have a place with any other person at the present time. Carter has additionally been singed in his reasonable part of sentiments, so he apparently won't be in that frame of mind to go to the raised area. Trust ran into some issue with Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, since he was so anxious to seal the deal. With Carter, maybe Trust can take as much time as is needed establishing a genuine groundwork with him. Carter and Trust can possibly fall frantically enamored, however that doesn't mean the street ahead will be without snags. Steffy ought to truly uphold Trust seeking after in a real sense any man who isn't Finn or a Forrester. All things considered, Steffy looks at Carter as a companion and might be defensive of him, particularly in the event that she thinks Trust is simply utilizing Carter to keep her style line alive. Notwithstanding, Steffy could alter her perspective and value Trust's interruption over the long haul. On the off chance that Steffy sees genuine love beginning to sprout among Trust and Carter, she might inhale a moan of help and trust her opponent is continuing on. The intense and the delightful spoilers say Carter and Trust could turn into a hot B&B couple to pull for, so stay with us for refreshes on their conceivable romantic tale and expectations on Steffy's response to the information.